Hello everyone, I'm Rod Wortham and welcome to this episode of Raceface Driver Updates here on Racing America. This week, Raceface drivers were competing in a variety of different series across the country, including NASCAR Xfinity in Alabama, Trans Am, ARCA, Pro Late Models, and Microsprints in California, Legends and Bandoleros in Georgia, and the Cars Tour in North Carolina, all featuring some of the best young racers in the country. So if you want to keep up to speed on the next superstars of our sport, you're in the right place. Let's get right to the results. Anthony Alfredo was at Talladega Superspeedway for the Geico 500 in his number 23 Dude Wipes Our Motorsports Chevy Camaro. The team had a solid qualifying lap and would roll off 12th for the start. Here's a short recap from the driver.
Sixth place here at Talladega Superspeedway. Great day for a Dude Wipe Chevrolet Camaro, but I felt like we had a shot to win. We just needed more help on the last lap. We didn't have anyone behind us, and I was trying to build a run all on my own, and we're able to get some momentum come the exit of turn 4 and split it 4 wide, come into the line, and I was hoping we'd get a couple more, but still a great day, and thank you for all the hard work of everyone at Our Motorsports. Hopefully we got some good TV time running up front, leading some laps, scoring stage points, ready for the next one.
Anthony had a shot of winning this race, but as you know, if you don't have help on the final lap, or should I say coming out of turn 4, then your chances of visiting victory lane are not good. Congratulations to Noah Gragson on the win. Anthony currently sets 13th in points heading to Dover International Speedway on Saturday. Sheldon Creed was also at Talladega Superspeedway and his number 2 Whelen Engineering Richard Childress Chevrolet this week sporting a new logo, Cops for Kids. Sheldon started the race from the 4th position and managed to avoid trouble in a race that saw the caution flag fly 10 times. Sheldon ran in the top 5 for most of the race, but with only 2 laps to go, was involved in an incident that ended his day and scored 24th. Take a look at this short video clip.
Coming to the white flag. AJ Allmendinger jumps out front, and there's a crash. Caution is out, and we'll do it all over again. Cesar Baccarella in the 45-2 is Sheldon Creed.
That was a tough hit there, both cars.
And that car right there was basically running second all day today. Who's paying the bills at RCR right now? They're just not happy about this outcome. Ouch.
That was a hard hit, though, going into 3 here.
I mean, it's 4 wide, and he didn't quite probably know he was 4 wide.
And then 47 into the 45, yep. Oh, wow. Oof. That's a lick.
Yeah, when the inertia raises the rear of the car up like that, those are hard hits.
Wow, that was a hard hit. Sheldon sets 14th in points as he heads to Dover for the Duramax Dryden 400. You can catch all of the action on FS1 at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. It's now time for this week's Track Facts with Jesse Love.
Slinger Superspeedway is located in Slinger, Wisconsin. It's a high-banked quarter-mile bull ring. They just announced another $10,000 added to this year's Slinger Nationals, a marquee super late model event. Personally, I've been there 2 times. The first time I was there was for the tune-up for the Slinger Nationals, and I finished first in that race. I won the race. The next time I went back there was for the marquee event, the Slinger Nationals, and I finished 3rd in that event as well. And that is this week's Track Facts.
Thanks, Jesse. Slinger Speedway is known as the fastest quarter-mile pavement track in the country. Are you interested in winning some free Racing America or Raceface swag? Starting on May 12th, we will start the Spotters Challenge. Somewhere during the show, you will see this guy pop up giving you a lap number. Take that lap number, go to spotterlap.com, and enter to win. Now, how cool is that? We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to check in on Connor Mozak and how he handled the famous corkscrew at Laguna Seca and Caden Honeycutt at Goodyear All-American Speedway in the Cars Tour debut at that track. So stay tuned for more Raceface driver updates here on Racing America.
Hi, I'm Jesse Love, and you are watching Raceface driver updates on Racing America.
Connor Mozak was at WeatherTech Laguna Seca's 2.2-mile road course that has 11 turns featuring the famous corkscrew, and that is a downhill plunge of 180 feet. 45 cars were entered in the Trans Am TA class, and Connor qualified his number 28 Scott Lagacy Racing High Point University Camaro in second. We were able to catch up with Connor right after the race.
I think overall we had a pretty good race this weekend at Laguna Seca. Ended up with a 4th place finish after starting second. Didn't quite have the speed we needed to compete with the Peterson cars for the win, but we, I feel like we should have been a little bit better, but overall I think we had about a 3rd place car. Just got taken advantage of on some restarts there at the end with cars jumping starts and not getting called, but we fought our way back to 4th, and I think overall we're pretty happy with that, with the points we got after a rough weekend at Atlanta. So we can kind of get back in, I think, the top 5 in points hopefully after this race, and I think that'll give us something good to build on. The car's still in one piece going to Sonoma next weekend. I think our High Point University Mustang will be fast up there after we got to run that race last year and in the Pro-Am race. So not many people did, and I think that'll give us a little bit of a leg up, and hopefully we can go get our first win of the season up there.
Up next for Connor, more Trans Am TA2 racing in California, but this time at Sonoma Raceway on April 30th and May 1st. Caden Honeycutt was at Goodyear All-American Speedway for the Cars Tour New River 125. This is the first time that the Cars Tour has visited this 4/10-mile tri-oval. The Barry Nelson Motorsports team struggled to find speed in qualifying, resulting in a 17th place starting position. Caden had a plan to save tires for the run to the checkers on this very abrasive track and brought home a top 10 finish in 9th. Not what he had hoped for? We caught up with Caden on Sunday for his take on the race.
Hey everybody, it's Caden Honeycutt here. Finished up the Cars Tour race at the Goodyear All-American Speedway. Unfortunately, we had another bad race, another bad luck. Unfortunate events, stuff just didn't work out like it needed to go. Qualified 17th, had a little bit of trouble in qualifying, set up really for long run pace. So sat back, saved tires, did exactly what we were supposed to do. Came up through the field. We got up all the way up to 4th by lap 85. And I felt like we were going to stay up there in the top 3. And unfortunately had some contact and some unfortunate things happened. And unfortunately got sent to the back. And I only made it back up to 9th. So it was another hard race for us. So we're going to head to Ace in 2 weeks. But we'll be with these guys, Sotex Motorsports, at Pensacola at Five Flag Speedway racing for the Monza Mayhem. So we'll have fun with that. And so stay tuned for results.
Up next for Caden, Modifieds of Mayhem at Five Flag Speedway on Friday and Mobile International on Saturday. It's now time to get up close and personal with Colorado driver Brody Moore in this week's Meet the Driver.
Hey everyone, my name's Brody Moore. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Keystone, Colorado. I've been racing for about 7 years now, and I currently compete in the televised MAVTV 5150 Junior Late Model Series, some select Pro Late Model races at Madeira Speedway, as well as the Super Late Model Division at Colorado National Speedway. For those of you that have been asking, of all of my accomplishments, which one am I most proud of? And I have to say, it'd be the 2021 $10,000 to win Short Track Shootout Pro Late Model race at Madeira Speedway, where I drove from 17th to 2nd, which really felt like a win for us. Because not only did we prove to ourselves, but to our sponsors, that after 250 laps, we'll be there in the end to compete for the win. Others have inquired and wondered, what do I do when I'm not racing? And well, it has something to do with the outdoors. I love spending my time up here in Summit County on some of our world-class mountain biking trails during the summertime. During the colder months, I enjoy fat tire bike riding, grabbing some of my friends, and heading to my favorite ski resort, Arapahoe Basin. It's been about 9 years since the 2012 inaugural Formula One race at Circuit of the Americas, and my family still makes fun of me for what happened, so here's the story. It was about a 3-day event. For the first 2 days, I was wide awake and at full attention for practice, qualifying, and even the support races. But when race day came around, I think I must have ran out of energy, because when the 5 lights went out for the start of the race, I went out as well. I don't think I made it through the first lap, and I was already fast asleep, only to wake up to Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and Fernando Alonso accepting their trophies on the podium. But luckily now, I think I get enough sleep to stay awake while I'm driving. Like many of you, I'm very excited for the direction NASCAR is headed, and I've created some goals for myself. One is to finish my education strongly, and the second one is to compete at the highest level of motorsports possible. So I hope to see you at the track one day. And then if not, you can follow me at Brody Moore Racing on Instagram, Facebook, or my website. Thank you.
We're going to take another short commercial break, and when we return, we'll catch up with Joey East and the Nate Clower Motorsports team as they visit Kern County Raceway Park for the ARCA Menard Series West, as well as the Spears Southwest Pro Late Model Series with Cassidy Hines. We'll also check in on Jade Avedisian and her 600 micro sprint at Delta Speedway. So stay right there, and we'll return with more Raceface driver updates here on Racing America.
My name's Carter Whalen, and you're watching Raceface driver updates on Racing America.
Welcome back. We now head out to Kern County Raceway and the half-mile oval just outside of Bakersfield, California, where we find Joey East, who was making his third ARCA Menard Series West start of the year in his number 54 Pinoche Creek Packing Ridgewood Meat Ford for Nate Clower Motorsports. Joey qualified in 9th, was running in 6th, and moving towards the front before his engine let go, ending his day. Up next for Joey, ARCA Series West on June 4th as the series takes to the road course at Portland International Raceway. Cassidy Hines was also at Kern County Raceway in her Nate Clower Motorsports Pro Late Model for the Spears SRL 80 lap event. Cassidy qualified her number 88 Friends of Jacqueline Frontier Roofing and Restoration Ford in 4th place. Cassidy ran inside the top 10 for the entire race, but getting caught up in a late race incident, ending what would have been a top 6 finish. Here's what Cassidy had to say after the race.
Hi everyone, I just raced my Spears SRL Pro Late Model for Nate Clower Motorsports at Kern County Raceway, and we had a good day of racing. Practice, I finished 4th, and in qualifying I got 4th, which was really good for me here. We started out good in the race, running in the top 10. I think I was 6th in the first part and running in 6th in the second, until a late race incident happened where I didn't get to finish the race. Unfortunately, the car was broken in the process, and I'm hoping to come back here next time and be able to pull off some sort of finish, a good finish, a great finish. And I couldn't have done it without any of my sponsors: Frontier Restoration, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Total Health Solutions, Matco Tools, Commit to Fitness, Friends of Jacqueline Foundation, Raceface Brand Development, Nate Clower Motorsports, and my family for all of their support.
That was a tough break. I really feel like this young lady just needs a little luck to find herself back in victory lane. Up next for Cassidy, super late models at Colorado National Speedway on April 30th. Jade Avedisian was at Delta Speedway in Stockton, California with her number 14 Driven Performance Super 600 Micro Sprint. A great car with a great driver equals victory lane for the 15-year-old Clovis, California driver. Up next for Jade, Power Eye Midgets, Charleston Speedway on May 6th. Casey Klein was at Meridian Speedway in his number 1 Thermert Farms Super Late Model. Casey qualified 6th, was running in the top 5, but on lap 33, he lost his power steering, ending his day early. We caught up with Casey right after the race.
Hi, I'm Casey Klein. This weekend I was racing at Meridian Speedway in Meridian, Idaho. I had a good car in practice. I was 8th in practice, and then I ended up going down and qualifying 6th in practice in qualifying. And then when the race came, I started mid-pack on the outside, and I got a good start, and I went all the way up to 3rd in 4 laps. And then with about 90 laps left, unfortunately my power steering line, the fitting broke, and so I was not able to complete the race. But I'd like to thank all my sponsors for getting here: Thamer Farms, Farmer Beans, Sporty Steakhouse, Klein's Auto Sale, Mountain View Polaris, Friends of Jacqueline, and Race Advancement, and everyone else who helped on my car this weekend.
Up next for Casey, Madera Speedway for the 5150 Junior Late Model race on Saturday. We are headed out for our last commercial break, and when we come back, we'll check in on Raceface driver Hudson Bulger and Raceface next driver Cole Denton, both of who were at Chris Motorsports Park in Cordell, Georgia. We'll be right back with more Raceface driver updates right here on Racing America.
Hi, my name is Grant Thompson, and you're watching Raceface Driver Updates on Racing America.
Hudson Bulger was back at Chris Motorsports Park in Cordell, Georgia in his number 17 Can-Am Byron Outdoor Superstore Young Lions Legend car for a double feature. Hudson was able to bring home 2 top 5 finishes, coming home 4th in both features. We caught up with Hudson after the race and got his take on the weekend's events.
So we just finished up the weekend here at Chris Motorsports Park. It was a double feature. I ended up qualifying 5th, started the first race 5th, worked my way up to 3rd, and then I ended up finishing 4th. It was some really clean racing. And then the second race, also some really clean racing, a lot of fun. I ended up starting 4th and finishing 4th. I'd like to thank Can-Am, Byron Power Sports, Cirque Motorsports, Chris Delbeck, Brett Reagan, and everybody that's made this happen.
Up next for Hudson, Atlanta Motor Speedway for round 6 of the Furious 5 on April 30th. Cole Denton was also at Chris Motorsports Park, where the Bandolero Bandits competed with the Bandolero Outlaws in this double feature weekend. Cole was coming off his Nashville Spring Nationals Championship of last week. Cole qualified as number 46 Mellow Yellow Bandolero in 5th for race 1 as the team struggled early on, and in race 2 the field was set with a dice roll from the race results of race 1. Now Cole started 2nd in that race. The bottom line, it doesn't matter where this young man starts, the results are pretty much the same. Can the young racer from Mississippi keep his winning streak alive? Let's get the answer directly from the driver.
Hey race fans, it's Cole Denton. Last night we were at Chris Motorsports Park for round 4 and 5. I qualified 5th due to car issues, and on the start I was in 3rd by lap 1. I tracked down the leaders and passed for the lead on lap 5 and got passed back around lap 7, and I crossed them off of turn 4, parking my number 46 INX Bandolero in the victory lane. Race 2. I started 3rd due to the 3-car invert based off the finishing order of the first race, and I was in the lead by lap 4, parking my number 46 INX Bandolero in the victory lane. I want to thank my mom and dad, Bacon Racing, my grandparents, Raceface Advancement, Friends of Jacqueline Foundation, and most importantly, God. Bye, everyone.
Well, there you have it. 5 starts at Cordell this year and 5 wins. Overall in 2022, he has visited Victory Lane 18 times in 25 starts, never finishing outside of the top 3. Up next for Cole, Atlanta Motor Speedway for round 6 of the Furious 5 on April 30th. Other Raceface drivers seeing action this weekend include Jesse Love, who makes his 2nd start of the year at Dover International Speedway in the ARCA Menards Series General Tire 125. Grant Thompson will make his debut with Sotex Motorsports in the Outlaw Late Model at Five Flags Speedway on Friday, and then on to Mobile International Speedway on Saturday. Brody Moore will be back at Madera Speedway for round 3 of the 5150 Junior Late Model Series on April 30th. Carter Whalen will be at Metro Atlanta QMA for a pre-regional race on April 30th, and Landon Cox will also be at Metro Atlanta on Saturday. That's it for this week's Raceface Driver Updates, and remember, if you've missed any of our shows, you can get caught up at raceface.tv on demand. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Make sure to check out Speed Zone Race Store for the latest in apparel. As always, we encourage you to support local racing in your communities. We'll be back next week with more from your favorite Raceface drivers. So go out there, have a great race week. I'm Rod Wortham. Thanks for watching.
We'll be right back.